So I wanted to make this video to, talk about the current state of Havik and if I think he's broken, busted. I've seen a lot of talk of that going around on, Twitter and stuff, or X, or whatever you want to call it. And I just want to throw my 2 cents into the ring. To put it bluntly, no, I don't think Havik is broken. I do think he's a bit overtuned and really only in one area. I want to specify it's one area because NetherRealm has this habit of dealing in absolutes. They will either make a move really good or really dog shit when they change it. It's rarely the character is in a good spot after, or the move is in a good spot after they touch it. And that is the EX neck break. I do think that is crazy. And it's crazy, but I understand why it's crazy. Because they thought that the drawback of doing reverse inputs was going to be like, oh, it's so hard. And of course, it still is. I won't deny that. But it still is. It's still kind of crazy for the big drawback it has. It gives so much that it kind of makes up for it. But the biggest one is I think mainly the damage scaling. It's one of those things where how do you balance it without making the move terrible? Because if you just make it break armor, that's still not very good. But if you nerf the damage scaling to about where the normal tether break is, what's the point of using the third one? Oh, you get a guaranteed neck break, but there are cameos that already give him basically damn near unbreakable setups anyway. Movado, Scorpion, Jax. Those are just off the top of my head that for the most part they give you unbreakable setups anyway, to the point that it doesn't really matter. It's one of those things where I'm very interested in what they'll do with it, because I do think where Havik is currently, what I said in the original video still stands true. He's one of those characters that if he does somehow manage to open you up from anywhere, whether it be the command grab, whether it be the low, whether it be the forward 4, whatever the button is, you're going to explode. And it's usually in a sequence. It's going to be a whole bunch of damage from the first one, because now Havik is doing a lot of damage, and then you do another set of the same amount of damage in reverse because of the tether, or the EX tether. That shit is crazy. If you're able to do 40 or 50 in a normal combo, or you do 40 or 50 in the, EX tether break, you just TOD'd an opponent in an unbreakable setup that they couldn't do anything about. That shit is really fucked up, especially since it gives you so many ways to just kind of make it where they can't do anything, because your only option is to delay wake up to make them waste the bar, and now for the next 10 or so seconds their buttons are completely in reverse. That's broke. That's like the best thing I could think of for that situation, because the rest of it you can't do nothing about. When the tether's on, you basically just forfeit, you are forfeiting at least 40% of your life if the person knows how to do those combos in reverse. I think that personally, that's really a bit overtuned. I don't know how much you could tone it down, like maybe put some damage scaling on it, but how much would you put on there? Let's just say, a basic combo of the basic 2 tether break, where you spin the 2 bars, does 25%. I think if you do the neck break, it should do 35. Or if not, 35, 33. That way it at least is a bit more fair, because currently there's no limit to what kind of damage you can do. It's 40 and up, 35 and up, 50 and up, especially if you have Fatal Blow on the table. Now, I will say this. On the more casual side of things, the more casual ranks, Havik is not going to seem broken in this regard, because of the fact that the reverse inputs are not something that every Havik man can do. But the ones that do know how to do it are going to feel like you just got cheated out of a game, because you basically just watched a cutscene. You got hit off a back, they whiff punished your back 2, or they tried to down 1 your back 2, and congratulations, they just lost an entire round because they couldn't do anything. Like, if you don't have breaker against Havik now, you just lose. And don't get me wrong, I get it. You know, he was bottom 1, bottom 3, bottom 5, wherever you had him for a year straight. So he should have some time in the sun where he's, you know, one of the best characters in the game. But you don't want the game to be like, think about how it feels going against, like, back in the day, Raiden Cyrax, or going against Baraka Cyrax, or going against anyone with Lao, or like Striker cameo, or what Homelander's currently doing, or Peacemaker when he had the like 5-second, 10-second long force field. That's super frustrating to go against. And as nice as it is to be on the one dealing it out, you have to think about the other people for once. That it's just not, it's fun to do, but super frustrating to go against. For that reason, I do think that move alone could see a nerf. The rest of it, I think, should stay pretty much exactly the same. Havik with certain cameos is getting crazy damage, and I do think that's the road that I think Mortal Kombat as a whole should go towards. You know, characters doing at least 35 average. I think that would be, you know, because, you know, it speeds up games. It makes mix-ups a lot more punishing, because currently, you know, certain mix-ups, it's like, okay, I'll just take it over the alternative where you're gonna go for a combo that'll hurt way more. I'll just take the one that does, you know, 21% versus the other combo that'll do 43. Instead, I could go make them both hurt, and now it's a real fast-paced game, because we got a lot of, I think it's time for a lot more offense to take the center stage instead of defense. But yeah, I think that's really all I wanted to talk about for Havik. Overall, loving the rework. I think that it's pretty much exactly what I wanted out of Havik. I still would like the down 4 to jail in the back 2 on hit, but you know, you give him that, then that's just gonna be so crazy for Havik. So I would say I take that trade-off. If we nerf the damage on the EX neck break, I say we get that for the down 4. That's just my opinion, of course. But let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. Do you think the EX neck break is, you know, overtuned? Do you think Havik as a whole is overtuned? Do you think it's just right? Or is this one of those things where it's like, let me just enjoy Havik for what he is currently, and then we'll worry about balance later? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I've been your boy Mementos. Peace.